Doing another little bit of container planting today. It's a bit blustery outside, so we're back at greenhouse again. Got these £1 tubs that I always mention to you, but I've drilled more holes in bottom, because if you don't, these aren't very good at draining with just those 4 little holes. And what we're going to do in this container is we're going to plant some little gem lettuce. I grow these every single year, because basically, especially when you're doing container planting, they're perfect. You can put about 8 plants in this if you wanted to, and it's not a big area. So I'm going to get a bit of compost in here and then we'll sort them out. And as always, when you're putting things in containers, you want to make sure you add a little bit of fertiliser, because they're going to be staying here until you harvest them. So I like to pop in a little bit of fish blood and bone. And then just kind of mix it into the soil. And I usually do that before I've actually completely filled it up, and then I'll top it off, because these plants are going to go in, the plugs are going to go down, and they're going to get contact with the fertiliser straight off the bat, because it's below the surface of soil. And when you're doing plants, you're always trying to feed the roots. So now we'll just top it up, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a press down. Now I've done that, we're going to give it a good watering so it starts to dissolve that fertiliser as well that we've put in. We'll just mark out how many lettuce we can get in this one container. I'm thinking possibly 8. And I think 8 is going to be alright in here. The whole point of growing these little gem lettuces, for me personally, is because it's a romaine dwarf lettuce. So it doesn't grow into a big hearting lettuce, it will grow into kind of that shape. It's more pointing up than it is spreading out. So I do it like this, because you can, as it grows, just take these leaves, harvest the leaves, then let the leaves regrow. But because it is such a tiny plant, you'll only be able to do that so many times before you actually exhaust the plant. But that is one option that you can do with these lettuce. So if you're putting 8 plants in a little container like this, you've got quite a lot of leaves to go at as they're growing. Or if you want to do like what I do, I wait until they start to heart up a bit, and then I'll just cut the entire thing, and I'll take a little baby lettuce. And just one of these, once it's started to heart up, is plenty for a salad. And you've got 8 to go at in this area. So basically the choice is yours. You can take the outer leaves, or you can wait until they get a little bit more compact and then cut and take the whole thing. So we'll get these planted in now. And I've just got a piece of wood, so I can put my finger there and I know the depth then that I need to go to. And the thing is, when you're planting lettuce, always plant them deep. It'll make for a more stable plant. And it is basically such easy going planting lettuce like this. You just push it in, firm it down, you've already wet the soil, you've already put some fertiliser in there, and then all you have to do is just wait for them to grow. So let's get the rest of these in now. So that took about 1.5 minutes, and we've got 8 lettuces growing in this little container, watered, already fed, now ready to be putting out into his container garden. And they'll grow perfectly well in this tub, because lettuce are shallow rooted plants. And then all we need to do is decide what we're going to do with them. Shall we take the leaves, or shall we wait for the heart? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more plantings like this, and updates on the container garden, just hit that subscribe button and press the notifications bell, and I will see you on the next video. You take care.